So, I finished my very first classes at Brainstorm Burbank last week as of recording. Actually, maybe like 3 weeks ago, as of recording, but whatever. Taking these classes were really exciting to me because I was finally surrounded by other students who had similar interests as I did. Although, because of the classes I took, I was surrounded by people who had a little bit of a different interest than me, i.e. background art and concept art. At first, I really wanted to take the storyboarding classes, but I hesitated too long, and it was already sold out by the time I tried to buy the classes. So, buy the classes while you can. And if you're hesitating, I would say just buy it. Anyways, since that was out of the question, I thought to myself, what am I weakest in? And of course, that is backgrounds and color. Since I suck at backgrounds and coloring, I decided to take WBA1, which is Environment Sketching for Animation, and DCVL1, which is Painting with Light and Value, both of which were very challenging for me and very fun classes. So in Brainstorm Burbank, you do have prerequisites that are not necessarily required, but are recommended because there are people coming from all walks of life, and some people are even professional. So some people don't even need the prerequisites. But for WBA1, the prerequisite is PVC and Foundations 1. And for the DCBL1 class, the prerequisite is PVC and DC1. So, you know what I said to myself? I said, I don't have enough time or money for that. So I just signed up for these classes anyways without taking the prerequisites. The WBA1 class was more up my alley. All of it was about draftsmanship and reiterative design and not painting. DCBL1, on the other hand, was a whole different story. It was clear from the beginning in my DCBL1 class that I was a little bit behind. I definitely felt like everyone was leagues ahead of me, and some of my classmates were already professionals in the field or were already taking college classes at places like Cal Arts and Art Center. I was really excited, but I was also really intimidated. It was very in over my head, but in the end, I think I did improve. The style taught by the teacher, Dom, was a very watercolor-based style, which I think was a bit too advanced for me since I wasn't solid on my basic value skills and color skills. But I needed a little bit more time to catch up. So, in my desperation and not wanting to disappoint my teacher, I turned to Ivy Pan's Schoolism course. And dang, Ivy Pan, if you ever see this, I doubt you will, but thank you for saving me. I absolutely love Schoolism now. I was really hesitant before because I didn't want to subscribe to anything because I had already subscribed to Adobe Cloud for like 4 years of my college career, and I didn't want to spend that much money again. But if you're behind on the basics and want to get better at color and digital painting like I did, $20 a month is actually pretty cheap considering the wealth of knowledge they give to their students. And it's self-paced. So far, I've only done Ivy Pan and a little bit of Tonko House's course with Dice Tsutsumi and Robert Kondo. Ivy Pan really breaks everything down that's easily digestible for beginners, and even teaches you basic Photoshop skills in some of the lessons to make sure you're able to complete assignments. It's very beginner friendly and I recommend it to everyone. So back to the brainstorm class with DCVL1. I think in the end I didn't do very well for my final, but I tried really hard. So if you didn't know, Brainstorm breaks their semester into 2 sections, just like normal North American college does. So you have a midterm and a final. Of course, you don't have to submit anything if you don't want to. There were some students in my class that never submitted anything. You don't have to if you don't want to, since brainstorm classes are not graded. But I highly recommend it since you are paying $800 to $900 for each class. The classes I was really surprised to find are held on Discord, and the classes itself are on a program similar to Zoom called GoToMeeting, which I actually prefer because it's nicer. So it's really easy to contact your teachers and fellow students through Discord. Although it was a bit hard for me to connect to students outside of class since we're all busy and time zones are insane since everyone comes from different parts of the world. But now we all follow each other on Instagram, and hopefully we'll all be working together in the field in a few years, and that's what I'm most excited for. A new thing that happened with Brainstorm is that they delete the Discord maybe 2 to 3 weeks after the class is done because they just have too many servers, I guess. So make sure you connect with your fellow students and teachers before that all disappears. I recommend WBA1 if you want to get into background animation or like background design for animation. It's super fun and enlightening, and Frederick, if you ever see this, you are one of the most amazing teachers. The amount of knowledge he's ready to spill on his students is so much. He's been in the industry for a long time, and drawing is literally like second nature to him. His demos are amazing. Although I would get really tired during my WBA1 class because it was from 10 to midnight for me, and I usually go to bed around 10 to 11. My brain would explode because of his knowledge. It was amazing. I also recommend DCVL1 for more advanced painters. Dom is also an amazing teacher. His classes are very chill and relaxing. It kind of gives you that lo-fi mood, and he gives great critiques. And how does he paint masterpieces in under an hour? I was blown away during the first class. He will teach you how to photo bash, give advice on your compositions, teach you how to put that watercolor flair on all your paintings, and your paintings will turn out really cool. Schoolism, on the other hand, I actually recommend that for everything, especially if you're not sure how to start your projects like me. I sucked at values, but Ivy Pan showed me the way with pizzas and food. So that's basically my comparison between Brainstorm and Schoolism. I still have a lot to learn, and next semester I'm finally going to be taking the storyboarding 1 class for Brainstorm. Schoolism recently put up a storyboarding class, and I will be comparing both of them later. I hope this video helped you some if you're trying to decide which one to go for. If you want those connections and attempt to make friends, it's kind of hard to make friends over the internet sometimes, but if you want to make friends and connections and talk one-to-one with your teachers, I recommend Brainstorm Burbank. And I know Schoolism also offers live critique, or they offer some sort of critique, and I believe it's you watch their video and then send them your work, and then they send back a video critiquing your work, so it's not live or anything. So whichever one you prefer, I would say if you can afford it, try to do both. Try playing with both, see which one you like better. But I hope this helped. Merry Christmas. Bye.